Hello, beautiful community. This is going to be quite a different video to the ones perhaps you in the outer part of our community are used to. When I say outer part, I mean those of you who have not yet entered into a behind the scenes program or one-on-one work with me. Those who have already are used to me showing up in this way and bringing through divine guidance with me as the conduit. But the information, while coming through the filter of me, Maria Kay, is very much infused with divine information, with high vibrational energy and nothing but pure love and light. And so if you're just coming across this aspect of the upgrade work and how I, Maria Kay, use this as one of the aspects and one of the facets of my work, then a warm welcome. I have been receiving this guidance for a number of weeks now to share this form of me, share this new offering to you in our wider community. And over the weekend, when I stepped back from the doing part of the Upgrade with Maria Kay business and brand and the way I work with clients and show up for you guys on a daily basis in our social media community, the information and the nudge just came in so much stronger. And so I am following that guidance. I am here today with you to talk about a very important phenomenon that is happening right now in our humanity, on our planet. And you know, the chances are, the fact that you're here in our upgrade community indicates to me that you are not untouched, that you are not exempt from what is happening. And so just before we dive into the channeled message, on the surface, upgrading can seem to be improving a particular aspect of our life, manifesting better circumstances, improving our business, our finances, our relationships, our health and well-being. And that 110% exists within the upgrade journey. It goes hand in hand. It is part and parcel. It is by default the effects and the results that we will experience once we step onto this path. But in truth, my loves, the backbone of this work is the awakening. The backbone of this work is to evolve into the truer version of ourselves that we came here to peel back the layers, to reveal. And that in very simple terms is the awakening process. And right now on this planet, we are in the midst of this very quickening version of that. Years gone by, generations gone by, for those of our ancestors and those of our human counterparts who did find themselves in the midst of an awakening, it was at a more leisurely pace, at a far less uncomfortable pace. And right now that is not the case. We are awakening at very fast speeds, and that means that the process is not at all forgiving. And so we often find ourselves unable to catch our breath. We often find ourselves unable to find respite in the spaces in between, the sort of surges of energy, cosmic energy and earthly energies that are all intermingling, intertwining to cajole us and to encourage us and to almost at times force us into the awakening. And so I have been really encouraged to bring you an offering that is like no other offering I have ever brought forth before. one that is easy to access in the material, so easily affordable, but one also that is encompassing and speaking to all aspects of the upgrade journey. And that is why I'm calling it the journey, because it's not a program that I am bringing forth in a generic manner that's pre-programmed or pre-planned. It is one that is very much centered around you and your very unique soul blueprint and the very unique soul journey that you are here to have as a human being, as a spiritually awakening human being in the 3D, but breaking through into all of the unseen gifts, talents, abilities, and tools that we have access to. And so, as I bring forth this very divine message that really the divine wants you to know, that if you're here right now and ready to receive this message, then there's a sense of urgency that it's now or never. And that in and amongst all of the pain, in and amongst all of the confusion, in and amongst all of the seeming chaos that we are currently living in, both on in a collective way, so humanity as a whole, but also in our individual lives, the parts that seemingly are not working, that seemingly are breaking down, the losses, the seeming blocks, the things that are looking like a block or a struggle or something in our pathway that is stopping us from really living the life that we want. That if you are drawn to being here right now, then it is because you have yet to access the magic that you have access to beneath your surface. And so it is time to see things completely differently and step back from seeing things only from our human vision, from our human perspective, and begin to drop into the more expansive way of seeing and feeling and experiencing, but also handling things from a place of spiritual vision rather than from a space of human reaction. Because as things show up or as things do not show up, as things hold themselves apart from us, therein lies the opportunity for each of us to become the higher version of ourselves. Now, the guidance is always telling us that this is not an invitation to drop into self-berating or self-hatred or judgment of self or anything or anyone outside of us. That is the easiest thing to do. But rather than doing that, we are invited to come closer to the very gifts that we have at our fingertips to turn our pain and struggles into blissful blessings, to transform our breakdowns into life-changing breakthroughs, and to utilize all of those what can seem to be dark and dismal occurrences into the very light that will carry us and work through us, so that as we want, as we desire, as we create, as we show up, we do so effortlessly in concert with the co-creative partnership that we have with the universe. And so if you are ready to rise in this way and to start to live life from your miracle zone And know that every step of the way, even on your darkest days, that everything is happening in your favor. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And so if this ignites anything within you, if you are being awakened just as we speak by this energetic transmission, this very divinely infused message, please take note of that. Please take notice of the divine timing that made this convergence happen, you being here in this moment or watching on a replay right now and hearing these words. Because my dear one, it is really now or never. And so I have been ignited and inspired to bring to you a 9-month journey whereby we can convene together as in a very conscious way, knowing that everything that we do, everything that we work on, everything that we heal, everything that we connect to is in service of the living of the blissful life that you came here to live, whether it's to improve any aspect of your physical life, or whether it's to create or build something high vibrational for yourself and your loved ones and your community in the future, or whether it's simply to click into alignment, the alignment of your true nature, then if you're feeling the pull towards this, please pay attention to that, because it is no accident. And so I will be putting out more information in the coming days. This is the buzz week, so to speak, where we will all gravitate together. If it's for you, if it is your time, you will know. Please know that this will not be an all singing, all dancing marketing campaign. It is only for those of you who have a pull towards it and a knowing, and for those of you who are able to come from a place of trusting that pull. This is a very sacred offering that I'm bringing forth to you, and it is coming from a massive place of divine commitment from me. I will be obviously putting it all into wording and writing, because we do need to have it in front of us so that we can digest. But please know that it's not going to be this massive marketing campaign. It really is for those of you who are ready. And I've been given the guidance that is really what this needs to be. So if you are feeling the pull, if you would like to work with me for 9 months, if you would like to go on a very lovingly guided and facilitated journey into the inner workings of your own spiritual awakening, aka your upgrade journey, and if you know that this is what you've been waiting for, if you've been asking for a sign, if you've been asking for guidance, if you've been asking for support and help and teachings that you will not find elsewhere, teachings that are coming from the convergence of your soul and my soul and all of the higher selves involved, and if you are looking for something more than what I offer in the free content that I give out on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and you're drawn to this, please send me a private message. This is by invitation only, so we need to go through a conversation, a discovery conversation, where together we can discover and decipher whether this will serve you and that whether you are a good fit at this time. The reason I'm bringing this message forth in our community group is because it's most likely that if you are in our community group, if you've read my book, if you've followed my teachings for a while, if you're aware of me and we have a relationship that we've built that's based on trust over time, that you are already ready. And so this is why I'm bringing this forth here first. This is breaking ground and breaking news. And so I will look out for your messages. You can also email me. I'll pop my email address in the comments below. I'm just going to pause and let the energy flood in and just honor you for being here, honor you for showing up, whether you are heeding the call of this divine invitation right now, or whether it's not quite there for you yet. Still, massive respect and massive honoring for even sort of dipping your toe in, because I do know the bigger the upgrade, the bigger the discomfort. So I do respect and understand that. And I want to share that reality with you, that I know that even if you do feel ready, it can also at the very same moment, cause a ton of anxiety. It is the very nature of this deep work, but I promise you that this deep work is absolutely life-changing. So if you are feeling ready in even 5 to 10% of your capacity to enter into this upgrade journey of a lifetime with me as your guide, with me as your mentor, in a very easy to access on a material plane way, please send me a message and we can jump into a call. We will arrange a mutually suitable time this week. This is the week where it is ripe and ready, and so I invite you to step through into, with all of your being, in a sense of knowing and a sense of trusting that you are always in the right place at the right time, and that there is no mistake. Trust yourself, trust in the moment, and trust in the convergence of all of our guidance and our support team, bringing us all here, you and me and everyone else, live and on the replay, in this very ripe moment. I see you, and I love you, and I respect you, and I am here ready to walk with you as you rise like never before.